Welcome everyone to game number 2 between Nerchio and Adel. I downloaded 3 games. I'm not sure if it's a best of whatever series, however, there are 3 games between them. This is game number 2. Last game, Nerchio, I don't really want to ruin it if you're watching this one first, but Nerchio had a little bit of shit talking going on, and Adel was kind of rude during that, and as you can see, you're lucky that I am tired and angry. So, definitely these two don't like each other. So this game definitely not only for the win, but for bragging rights. You gotta love the shit talking sometimes. Last time, Nerchio had some pretty good aggression early on, so we'll see if he goes a similar strategy. He said that he knows exactly how Adel plays. He says Adel has one strategy, so we'll see if he keeps his normal strategy or if he changes it up. He is having a different build this time at the start, so he must think he can counter it, or he must think that Adel's going to try to do something sneaky. Now, he is going 12 Gateway, which is pretty standard for Protoss. They are my race of choice, even though I'm not very good, so I always do enjoy watching these games, seeing how they play, trying to help out people with their build orders, etc., etc. So, spawning pool going down for Nerchio. Always a good thing to have. Let him get his queen, and he's getting his extractor. So I'm guessing we're going to see some early speedlings, and I'm not sure if he's going to go with a big push, all in right away, or what he'll do. Down here, getting his another pylon down, getting his assimilator up and running, transferring some drones over, all the while keeping production going very quickly with his drones, chrono boosting them out, keep getting his supplies, his minerals and gas up and running. Here comes the cybernetics core, not even trying to wall off this time, so I'm not entirely sure. He's probably, I guess he's just not concerned at all about a rush. This map is fairly good for a fast expand for Zerg. It's very close. You can throw down a creep tumor here and connect the bases, park some queens right here, and prevent units from getting in. So that's probably what we're going to see happen for him. He does have a few Zerglings coming out, drone going down, and hatchery should be going up once he gets his 300 minerals. We'll see if that happens, and there it is. All while down here, pylon going down in the front. I'd expect to see maybe a gateway here, and then a decent, like medium-sized wall off at the bottom. Now, unfortunately, these Zerglings will be getting in. The combination of a zealot and a stalker should be more than enough to handle them, especially since they're not coming in all at the same time. They'll just drop really fast unless he brings them all in together. And he's just going to harass this pylon. Stalker's almost out. Stalker will start bringing them down very quickly, and think they're well aware of this. Losing one, trying to kill the probe, and not going to be able to do it. And I'm not even sure if he saw that expansion. Let's see. He did see that expansion, so he knows that that's going up. He's going to try to harass it here. Definitely doesn't want to let that get up and running. Always want to stay ahead of your opponents economy-wise. So as you can see, metabolic boost coming up that gives the Zerglings more speed, turns them into their little speedlings, and as predicted down here, the wall off is fairly good. I think that Zealot standing there will be enough to create a wall, forcing them to go all the way around and giving anyone enough time, well, players of this caliber enough time to drop a force field on the ramp, keeping them out of your base if you need. So, expansion's up and running for Nerchio, going to get a third expansion, sending this overload down, hopefully get him parked someplace, and then he will send him in to get a little vision when he needs. Speedlings going down, making sure this expansion's actually going up. Another gateway, blocking it off. So, this is a pretty good wall. It was a little risky given the amount of aggression we had seen in the past, but it paid off. So he's got his full wall off. He's getting some probes down here, getting his expansion up and running. Meanwhile, in production, getting some melee attacks, more Zerglings, a stalker, and some gateways. How many gates is he on now? He's on 4 gates with the cybernetics core up and running. So probably going to be stalker sentry heavy, and then get a 5th gateway coming down. So 5 gates, transferring them all to warp gates, and we'll see what he's producing. It looks like it's just getting drones up and running for right now. So he really wants to get to the second base. The more you have, the easier it is to produce. So the Zerglings will be coming down, and they will not be able to do anything. They'll get sniped by these guys and not able to get into the base at all. Probably just attack and retreat, seeing that he has absolutely no chance of getting in there. So he saw the army, knows what could be coming, but not really much he can do, hidden behind a wall of gateways and a ranged heavy. So he is researching Blink. That will be very helpful for him in the long run. And he's got a pretty good amount of units. Army supply, he does have a much higher. Nerchio's not really worried about that. Nerchio's getting more drones, a lot more drones than... And another gate. Oh, nope, just the pylon. My bad. And that will make the wall just one zealot. So even if he moves out with his army, which he is going to, Blink is almost done. Is he chrono boosting that out? Does he even have energy? He does. Probably was chrono boosting that out. And that will hurt. But as you can see, roaches for Nerchio, and he had that tower, so he was well aware that he is moving out, trying to get in with these speedlings, and he sniped one stalker. They're going to do a little bit of damage here. If they can get this pylon down, no, they're not going to be able to. And coming back, this is going to be squashed pretty fast. Did get the pylon down, but unfortunately he had extras, and that will not supply block him. He will still have an army coming out. Meanwhile, Nerchio is dangerously close to being supply blocked. He does have this other base up and running. A couple overlords about to pop, and he should be good. But here comes the push. I don't know if you can see that with that overlord. Not sure. I think he might have. But this has the potential to do some damage. Sees the creep, and he is well aware that there's an expansion here now, even though he hadn't seen it before. Roaches, Zerglings up here. Let's see what they can do. Force field should be dropped, keeping them at a distance, hopefully trying to split up the roaches. Blink, that amazing micro. Oh, nice. Only sniping one roach, unfortunately. However, this Blink is going to be another well-placed force field, getting a few free kills. Every little kill helps, especially with sizes this big. And then they take some damage, blink away, take some damage, blink away. And this is just amazing skills with that Blink, trying to snipe down what he can here. And this is not looking good for Nerchio. This is really not looking good. His roaches are getting killed. He's got 7 more coming, but look at this. Very few of these stalkers have actually been killed. And there goes a few. He is able to push this back. It's trying to snipe off one. Look at how low these stalkers are. That is some great micro keeping them alive. There's like 3 of them sitting here. 4 of them with very low health. So reinforcements have arrived. Nerchio's trying to reinforce with what he can. He's getting more Zerglings, getting more roaches, but he's got mining stopped here. All the while, Adel, look at how many minerals he has. He's potential to just, fill up with zealots if he wants. I don't think he will, trying to save that all for stalkers. In fact, I don't know why he doesn't have more stalkers in. He's probably, I really don't know. What the fuck, bug? Don't know what that means. Oh, here we go. Here's some Zerglings catching this potential expansion. That will definitely help him out, slow it down a little bit. However, this push is still fairly actually balanced army supplies. However, half of the Zerglings down there. Let's see if he can do it. He does not have any more sentries, so no force field. Those Zerglings will be able to just speed right in, trying to snipe the queen. Can he do it? No, he can't, but he is dangerously close to dropping this. Speedlings going in, trying to block the retreat, or if they blink away, they'll still be able to get the kills in the back. Very well played there, and shit's lagging. Sorry about that, guys. Getting a few kills, and my frame rate's in the toilet for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Probably Windows Update or something. So as you can see, blinking back, trying to snipe. This is some pretty good back and forth right here. Honestly, don't know who's gonna win this. Zerglings, these will be an annoyance if they get in and into the base. There they go. They will be doing a lot of economic damage. Workers will be getting killed. And oh, backing up here, look at this, workers killed just slowly creeping up. 1920, that started at about 2. Those Zerglings just going to town. Oh my god, and they're still there. Adel not able to handle it. And that's the game. Glad to see there was no shit talking this time. So, as you saw, this back and forth was pretty stalker heavy. He did not reinforce with his any more sentries. He just kept getting more stalkers. And he was using those force fields so effectively, and Guardian Shield helps against the roaches as well. Very surprised he didn't get more stalkers, or more sentries at the end. He had so many resources, could have dropped a couple more gates. I think he had like 5 or 6. So many gates he had, and he's just not spending his resources. That's something you really expect at the higher levels, and then these Zerglings getting in, just creating or ruining his economy. So, there we go, game 2, everyone. Very interesting, and I hope you enjoyed it.